Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome once again, you lovely, lovely people, to another Quick Shot Review, the movie channel for Cheap Shot Entertainment. As ever, I am your host, Luke, and you are the Cheap Shot Nation. So, however you're listening to this podcast, I say thank you very much. If you're on YouTube, you know what to do. If you're joining us on the Spotify's, then please do follow the channel and join us for plenty of movies to come, because I don't plan on stopping watching a movie every single week. So this week's movie is The Expendables 4, and it's fallen into that old trap of putting the 4 where the A should be. So it's actually The Expendables. But what can I say? It's Sylvester Stallone, and it's got explosions in it. It's just a love letter to the 80s and the booming era of the action movie with muscles. So, if you want to hear what I thought of this movie, then please do follow us into the main part of the podcast after our introduction, and hopefully I will see you there. This is the Expendables 4. So, what are the Expendables? The Expendables are exactly what they say on the tin. It's old school army guys, SAS, you name it, just rocking up, coming together, and being badass. There's explosions, there's muscles, there's guns, and I would say there's some blood, but it's not quite as bad as the original Rambo, which is very good. Also starring Sylvester Stallone, of course. It's directed by Scott Watt and written by Kurt Wimmer, Ted Dagenhart, and Max Adams. What can you say? You can't really get an Expendables film wrong. It is exactly what it says it is. It's an explosion-filled action fest that unfortunately falls down on actually expanding on their characters. They add new characters here to the Expendables. They add plenty of people, but they never really expand on their character. They just sort of sit there and deliver a line at some point, and then that's pretty much it. However, if you're going to replace Barney, Sylvester Stallone, with anybody, why would you not do it with Jason Statham? The man is brilliant, absolutely fantastic. He should be in loads more films than he is. He's so good, and of course he's playing alongside Megan Fox, who's just there for the sex appeal, and it works. She's pretty badass in this film, actually. One of the top stars, according to IMDb, is 50 Cent. He is in this. Again, he's one of those characters that doesn't quite get fleshed out enough. So you've still got Dolph Lundgren in there. You've got Tony Jaa, who plays Desha, who is absolutely awesome. Iko Uwais, who plays Ramat. Randy Couture is still in the team as Toll Road, Levi Tran as Lash, and yeah, you've got a winning formula with the Expendables, regardless of what people think. If you like explosions and you like the 80s and you like action films, this is going to appeal to you. It doesn't have a story, really, as far as it goes. It doesn't flesh it out. There's some very hokey CGI, and the premise is pretty much the same as the others. Some badass bad guy person steals something, tries to do something, and the Expendables fly in. There is a little bit of difference here. There is some deception in the ranks just to add to the drama, but really, we just want explosions and guns. That's all we came for with the Expendables. Interestingly, even though Sylvester Stallone is top billing in this film, you only see him at the beginning. You only see him at certain points in this film. And like I say, if you're going to put someone in that part of carrying this film, Jason Statham is the one. Absolutely. If they're going to continue with an Expendables 5, yes, have Statham be the guy. Have Stallone be the Bosley of the group, if you like, and then send them out and do all the tactics and say, right, I'm gonna be here. You can be the watchtower, if you like, of the Expendables. This is absolutely by far the worst of the Expendables films. Not by a long shot, but it is not fantastic. It's really not good. But the 80s action lover in me, you know, the and just how hokey that stuff was. It's like, hey, there's some muscles. Hey, look, there's some explosions. Hey, look, there's that car that's flipped over. That's exactly what this is. Unfortunately, they do away with the physical action scenes and use a lot of CGI, and it is really bad. It is terrible on the big screen. I don't know what the budget was for this film, but surely they could have put more into making it look at least real. Um, so the storyline, new generation of action stars. It's got Jason Statham, Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture, Sylvester Stallone, joined by 50 Cent, Megan Fox, Tony Jaa, Ike was, Jacob Scipio, Levitran rather, and Andy Garcia. And yeah, it just give new blood a whole meaning, a whole new meaning. The tagline is pretty bad as well. They'll die when they're dead. I'm not selling this to you, am I? But if you have that little bit in you that loves the 80s action films, why not? You know, you come out of it and you can think um, how bad it is, but that is the that's the whole point of movies. I always say this. One person go in there thinking it's terrible, the other thinking it's really good. I'm in the middle. It's not great. It's not bad. It's in the middle. It's decent, but not great. It's watchable, and it's much better than Fast 10. Um, so, would I suggest that you go and watch the Expendables 4? Yeah, I think so. I mean, good God. Sorry, I'm just looking. Sorry if there's anyone religious listening to this. Expendables 4, the budget was £100 million, dollars rather. It made back in the opening weekend only 8 million. Yeah, it's probably about accurate actually. Um, but yeah, I'm guessing most of that went to Sylvester Stallone. Um, it's yeah, it doesn't feel like the 2 hour runtime. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Doesn't feel that long. and that is a win for me. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not something that you should definitely go and see. If you just want some fun action popcorn flick, Expendables is your way to go. And it's been a good year for action films. So yeah, I'm on board with this one. It's all right. It's not quite as good as The Equalizer 3 or Mission Impossible, but it's decent. And I've got a film booked in this week as well. Um, Going to see that soon. And hold on, I will tell you what it is. I even forgot what it is. It is A Haunting in Venice. Yes, the Agatha Christie classic turned into another film. Um, wasn't a fan of the Death on the Nile film, so um, time will tell with this one. However, I will see you next time, or I will hear from you next time, hopefully, and we'll see you there. Goodbye.